G'day, it's the Wizard here, and today I'm bringing you a little tutorial on how to post a screenshot to your favourite Linux forum, which in our case, of course, is linux.org. And as you can see here, right here, image hosting sites. There's plenty around. And there's sites like this which will give you a list, perhaps. You've got Google Photos, Imgur, which I call Imgur, Dropbox, TinyPic, Use, Flickr 500px, more. And you can see there's quite a few ways of tracking into those. Imgur is the one that I use, and that's one that we'll be using today for posting an image to or a screenshot to linux.org. So let's just go to linux.org and we'll move me so I can log in. And I'm in now. I've got some messages, but I'll look at those later. We're going to track down to a help item for my friend Dick. What's up, Doc? And I'll open that in a new tab. And we'll go to the end of where we're up to with his thread. Sorry if that made you dizzy. And we can start to write a reply. He's working on this and he's going to be looking at Imgur shortly. So writing our reply. G'day. Oops. Dick. Here's how to use Imgur. Alright. So we can leave that open. Now we track to Imgur. And I've got me out of the way, that's good. A lot of people would say that'd be good permanently. We'll sign into Imgur. For the rest of you, it might be sign up. And in my case, I've already got the account with them. And I've been with these guys for about 4 years, and so if we have a look at images, for example, you can see I've got over 1,000 images. They're all, about 1,050 of them probably are related to Linux helping. And you can go and pick any of these ones that you've already taken and post them into the thread, but I'm looking at posting a new picture to the thread, or a picture that I'm choosing from somewhere else. And so I'm going to my file manager, and in my pictures folder I've got a couple of pics. There's one here called alsamixer.png. Let's have a look at that. Okay, so ALSA is the Advanced Linux Sound Architecture. It's involved with your audio. ALSA and Pulse Audio are the two main ones of Linux, but there are others. And I want to post this picture into Dick's thread. Okay, so we'll just move me a little there, close out of that, and we can close out of this for now. And what we're going to do is, this is when you're a member of Imgur, we're going to new post, and we get a draft and an opportunity to browse. So I'm browsing, and it's already defaulting to my pictures, and it's defaulting to ALSA Mixer, but other than that, you'd pick from your computer where you want to get the picture. Double click that. Now you can see it's loading. I'll move me again here. Right, so the picture is loaded now, and we've got that bit that just said image saved. Once the image saved has disappeared, and this is where not a lot of the image hosting sites do themselves much of a favour. You can have this bit about embed post, you can share copy, you can do stuff with bulletin boards, all sorts of stuff. But all I want to do is post the flipping picture, and the easiest way to do that is anywhere in your picture that's here now, right click, and on the list here we've got a few options, but the one that I'm interested in is copy image location. So engrave that in your memory once you're an Imgur member, and all I have to do is click that, and it will post or send this URL, this internet address, into Clipboard, and there from Clipboard we can post it into our Linux forum. So copy image location. Let's go back now to Dick's thread, and we say here's how to use Imgur. And in linux.org you've got your handy little toolbar in the reply pane here. This one, Smart Tip, shows us as being image, so we click that, and we can Control V or right click and paste. I'll just do Control V, and there it is, and this is the address, the URL for my picture. We click Insert, but just before we do that, you might remember that I had a couple of lines spaced underneath my text, and at the end of it I'll probably put a couple of lines spaced. That's so it's easy to read. You'll see what I mean. Okay, so there we are. Could do with one more line, so I'll put a carriage entry, maybe one more. Now we're looking good. We can scroll down the page a bit now on linux.org, and you see the insertion points appeared here. So I'll put a couple of lines under that, go down a little further, and then I might type in a caption. Screenshot 1. This is Elsa. Elsa picture. Another couple of lines. Oops, take caps lock off dummy. Yada. And then I might go back just to make that a bit more noticeable. Control B to bold, and back up on our toolbar we've got an attributes section which includes a text height thing here. I'm going to put 5 on it. I could have put 6 and it'll get bigger. Let's leave it at 6. Looks pretty stand out there. And then from here I'd type the rest of my text and post my reply. Okay, so that's as easy as it is, and we'll see you soon with more tips. Now I just got to work out how to get out of here.